Hi there, Guy from Bugs and Stuff and GiantSpiders.com here. Well, we're back in Tanzania to find a rare arboreal tarantula that we failed to find on our previous visit. Encyocratella olivacea, also known as the Tanzanian black and olive baboon spider. Encyocratella is a monotypic genus of tarantulas containing the single species olivacea that was first described by Strand in his 1907 paper from a single adult female collected from Amani, Tanzania. Only 3 of us on this trip, myself, Richard Gallen and Ralph Conan. After spending a week or so in the Morogoro region where we had found Pterinochilus chordatus and Heterothele spinnipes, we headed northeast towards the eastern Usambara mountains, which is the type site of olivacea. While driving the dirt roads, Ralph spotted some silk on a roadside tree, so we stopped to investigate. Richard said it wasn't Encyocratella, but instead the burrow and silk belonged to Pterinochilus murinus. Some nice millipedes here too. I looked inside the burrow and spotted a freshly moulted skin that we easily removed. A decent sized female molt and a nice dark brown colour. The spider was seen inside but didn't respond when tickled. The skin was still soft, so we guessed she had recently molted, so decided to leave her alone. We searched the surrounding areas, including an acacia hillside, and Richard soon spotted silk from the road. This time, a burrow in the embankment. Another murinus inside, this time a medium-sized adult female that was easily extracted for photos and eventually returned. We arrived at the stunning East Usambara mountains at dusk, and the following morning we hired Gabriel and Mwera as guides and spent the next few days here searching for our elusive spider. Due to its location and protection as a reserve, this area is well known for its chameleon species, and with the help of our guides, we managed to find quite a few along with a whole host of other animals.
Very good camouflaging.
Watakuwa nne. Pia hatujaangalia mazingira. Okay.
And you don't get that in the supermarket in the UK, do you? One of these big things? It's definitely got suckers on its feet. Doing what?
So, Tanzania, one of the biggest millipedes I've ever seen, and I've seen lots. Look at the size of that. That is one impressive millipede, isn't it? So we just turned over some rotting wood and she was underneath, curled up. But even wild ones like this seem to tolerate handling quite well. So an amazing thing to see in the wild after keeping lots of them in captivity over the years. That is one big millipede.
Tutalia hapo. Hapo mbele kote hapo.
Being an arboreal tarantula, we focused our search on the trees, hoping to spot an obvious silken retreat in the branches, but it was eventually Muera that pointed out these thick silken surface burrows on an embankment wall.
Gone, is it?
A quick investigation revealed our spider. A small colony of large juveniles living in the roots with shallow burrows silked into the surface soil. One spider was sitting at the entrance of its burrow and easily extracted for filming. Olivacea differs from all other African Theraphosa genera by the absence of spermathecae, the specialized structures in the female spiders used to store sperm. Lacking spermathecae means females can retain sperm following molting. The spider returned, we marked this colony's location and decided to return at night to hopefully record more nocturnal behaviour. On the same embankment we also found another tarantula. This is Heterothele villosella, a nice dwarf species that can be found throughout this region. One of the best and most productive ways to find animals on a field trip is at night. Chameleons and other animals are much easier to spot at night due to their habit of roosting off the ground and at the ends of branches. The forest comes alive at night, so there's always something new to see.
Put your finger under it, Ralph. Hold on. Cool. Will do. See the making crickets? Yeah.
A bucket list find here. Check out the size of this tailless whip scorpion. This female posed perfectly for photos and even gave us a great threat display. We also found a male with even bigger pedipalps. A true monster of an arachnid, but despite appearances, they're non-venomous, harmless to humans, and quite safe to handle.
You just get your best side, Richard.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's just under your elbow. So I'm just gonna.
Sticking to it below as well. No batteries. Birds of prey would take with you can see them.
Asante sana.
Looks nice with the white on the bottom. Around the ventrum.
We returned to our olivacea embankment, and sure enough, the spiders were sitting outside of their burrows, awaiting passing prey.
Just let that run for about.
Here we are in the eastern Usambara mountains. Our guides have managed to find us a small population of Encyocratella olivacea. Quite a difficult spiders to find. They're inhabiting this cut bank in small sock webs, which they've disguised with various bits of moss and detritus. There's one specimen here. You can see it's actually hunting. It's protruding from the web. It doesn't emerge fully. We've counted about 5 webs on this single embankment, all in a very small area. There's one active web here. There's another sock web here. And there's even a Heterothele villosella within 30 centimetres of an Encyocratella web on the same bank.
We spent a few more days in this area hoping to find a large adult female, but sadly we didn't. As I said, these spiders are elusive, and after many field trips we know how hard it is to find arboreal tarantulas. The spiders in this colony were likely siblings, having moved down the embankment after dispersing from the female. We searched the trees above this area, but again failed to find a larger female. Nevertheless, a successful trip, as we did find our spider, along with some other amazing finds, not least an encounter with mainland Africa's largest species of chameleon. A great way to end a field trip. Thanks for watching. So we're in Tanzania and we've been brought to see these amazing chameleons, the biggest ones of this area. In fact, I would guess probably the biggest ones in Tanzania.
Yeah.
Biggest species of chameleon in Tanzania. Simply called the giant chameleon. And we can understand why it gets that name, because look at the size of it. Isn't he beautiful?
Wale wageni unazingua tena ukae mbele. Sasa usimwambie simama hapa kwa sijia kabisa karibu. Anapeleka mikono. Weka mkono wako.
Socks. That's going to be the bonus end piece, you know, when you're like, if you watch it all to the end after the credits, you just see your socks.